devoured by even darker shadows, the curtain pulls back and reveals a world without light!
Hey there YouTube, this is TR Bailey, and I'm going to come at you guys with a deck profile for a top 32 deck for YCS San Mateo. This is the guy who happened to be the YCS champion winner of 2012, and also the guy to knock me off and take my spot in the top 32. Regardless of that, he's a really good friend of mine, and as a friend, he gave me his deck profile, and so I could go ahead and show you guys what he played. He obviously played Dragon Rulers. As you can see, it's not very standard, but let's go ahead and start out by getting into this list, and then we'll kind of discuss a little bit of the things that he told me about the deck. So, first off, he started by playing 3 Blaster, 3 Redox, 3 Tempest, and 3 Tidal. So he played the full rainbow, all of the dragons, and so that's pretty standard. He played 2 Debris Dragon and a Dark Sphere, which is interesting because he plays Trident Dragon in his extra deck. And he did that because he plays this Castle of Dragon Souls, which we'll get into a little bit later. For the level 1 tuners, he played the 1 Corseska and the 1 Flammable Guard, and instead of Trigon, he played Poke Draco because he said, it's cute. That's literally what he told me, so that's why he did that. For the hand traps, he played 2 Max C, 1 Swift Scarecrow, and 1 DD Crow. He expected to play against a lot of the Dragoonity version at the event. He said he doesn't regret siding it, but he said he expected to play a little bit more of the Dragoonity version. He played 3 Ravine and 2 Terraforming because he said this is the most broken card in the deck, and he really wanted to get it going no matter what. So he said no matter what happens, he wants to open that. So he said why not play 5 Ravine instead of just 3, which makes sense. For the draw engine, he played 2 Cards of Consonance and 3 7-star Swords and 1 Mystical Space Typhoon. He told me he wished he played more copies of Mystical Space Typhoon in his deck, but he said, oh well. Castle of Dragon Souls. He said he might have even considered playing more copies of this in his deck. He said he really liked it a lot. And with Trident Dragon, he said it's just automatic game. It's kind of like playing a second return from the different dimension. And so for him, it worked out really, really, really well. So hats off to him for coming up with that little combo there. He played 2 Phoenix Wing Wind Blasts and 1 Regeki Break. He liked having both in his deck. Return from the different dimension, which he said is a new kind of win condition that he really, he's just like, you can't not play it, obviously. And 2 Vanity's Emptiness, which is standard, but he actually said he wished he didn't play it. He said he didn't like it very much, which is kind of strange because I didn't hear anyone else. I've never heard anyone else say that before. But anyway, moving to the side deck, 2 Electric Virus for the mirror match, another Maxi presumably for the mirror, 2 Raikou. He said he really liked it because it destroys cards, including back row and mills cards. He said it gets rid of Emptiness, which is huge because people preemptively flipped Emptiness to attack into it. So he said he really liked that Raikou wasn't out. 2 Vanity's Fiend, which he said is better than Emptiness in his opinion, this format, which I respect. 1 Dark Hole in his board, 2 Mystical Space Typhoon, 2 Xyz Encore, and 1 Mirror Force, which I picked him up at the event because he didn't have one, of course. How do you not come prepared? Anyway, yeah, we were able to hook him up with that Mirror Force, which was good. 2 Skill Drain, because Skill Drain's Skill Drain, and he really liked it in the Rogue matchups. And he flipped it on me in game 2. Won in that one. And then let's go to the extra deck. He played 2 Ancient Fairy because he figured there might be a time where he pulled off the combo where he'd make 2 Draco Sack at the beginning of the game. He said it didn't happen. Black Rose Dragon, Colossal Fighter. He said 2 Crimson Blader. He said that he really didn't need 2, that he wished he just played 1. He said Scrap Dragon might be a card that he would consider playing 2 of, but he played only 1. Star Eater, Stardust Dragon, and Trident Dragon, which he said he wanted to make it like $30. That was kind of to his playstyle. Then Gaia Dragon, the Thunder Charger. It steals games because of tokens. 2 Draco Sack, 1 Big Eye, and 1 Master of Blades. And that is Josh Graham's top 32 YCS San Mateo deck profile. That's also what beat me and knocked me out of the tournament. So I'm really proud of him as a friend. He doesn't really need my congratulations, though, as he is a YCS champion. He played very, very well and definitely deserved to top 32. I really feel for him because he was knocked out of the top 32 because a Met-equipped engineer was found in his extra deck, which I guess the only way he can make that work is 2 electric viruses or an electric virus plus a dark sphere or like Poke Draco. So, yeah, it was there. And, yeah, so that's kind of what happened in this situation. I feel really bad for him because of that. Yeah, it was frustrating for me to hear as well because, I wished him to do well after, beating me. And so I was really frustrated for him. I'm sure it was frustrating for him even though he didn't let on that it was because he does have, good sportsmanship, which is something I do appreciate from him. And that's going to be everything for the deck profile. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment, and wish Josh luck in future events. Thanks, guys. This is TR Bailey signing out.